What is the deal, YouTube? We back in with the video. If you're new to this channel, man, make sure you subscribe. I go by the name of T. And so let's just get straight into the video. So I feel like if I did this sooner, I would not have gained 70 pounds. I was always around 145, 147. But in between me stop playing basketball and working out, and COVID, I had gained 70 pounds, if not more. And if you're anything like me, you feel like, you always have it. You always be good. You won't be that overweight person. You won't be obese. You always have it together because guess what? You've always worked out. Been on a sports team or anything like that. But I always thought, okay, if I walked a little bit, if I, worked out every once in a while, if I go play basketball with my friends every once in a while, I will still have the physique that I had. Not saying I just had the most perfect physique, but I was in great shape. I didn't have belly fat. I didn't. I was able to wipe my ass comfortably. And I gained these 70 pounds. I wasn't able to wipe my ass comfortably. Like I would tell my girlfriend, like I'm catching a cramp just trying to wipe my ass in my arm because I gained those pounds. But I feel like if I would have locked in sooner, knowing the fact that when you are playing a sport, you guys are consistently working out. You're always trying to perfect your game. Like if you're anything like me, you know what I mean? I was in newspapers, won titles and all that. Was one of the best players in my city, shit, in the state. Like, you know what I mean? I was ranked, you know what I mean? And I was one of them. But I wish I would have knew to still move with intention. That I wish I would have knew that drinking puts on pounds over time. I wish I would have prioritized making my own meals and not eating out as much. I wish I would have knew that fucking drinking certain juices or a lot of freaking juices and not completely just water and things with 0 calories, that shit adds up over time. I didn't understand or know that. I just, was like, I will always have this physique, I will always feel as if, I didn't have to. I wasn't a fat motherfucker. I wasn't a person who needed to do such things or watch certain things. Like, even now, I want to start tracking my macros and stuff. Maybe it'll help me get more dialed in and lose the rest of what I have to lose to get to the dream physique that I want. But yeah, if I never stop actually going to the gym and worrying about my health and fitness. See, I wasn't really worried about my health and fitness, bro. I was too worried about being outside. Who seen me? Who knew that T was around? Like, you know what I mean? I was too busy focusing on the wrong thing that I let my weight go. And after years later, years went by, now I'm seeing myself in the mirror and I hate the way I look. I hate the way I feel. Like I can't wipe my ass comfortably, can't breathe. I'm huffing and puffing walking up and down the stairs. If I was able to actually go play basketball again, guess what? I would not be able to run up and down the fucking court. You wanna know why? Because I was 5'6", 214 pounds. You know what I mean? That shit's a lot. For your certain height, you have a certain weight you're supposed to be. Even being 145 pounds, I was obese. You know what I mean? But I was still in great shape. But for your height, your specific height and age, you should be a certain amount of weight. And if you're not that weight, you're considered obese. Even if you are, you know what I mean, where you want to be, essentially. But I feel like if you went to the doctor and they weighed you and stuff, you will understand what I'm getting at when I say for your specific height and your specific weight, and if you're not that weight, you're obese. It might make you feel some type of way a little bit. I know it has done for me, but I didn't take it as that. I just took it as, what the hell? I don't see it. But as time went past, I was eating the food I wanted to eat. I was drinking. I was partying, going out of town. I was worried about all the wrong things. I was in a relationship worried about other people, other females. I was worrying about who's seen me and not making sure I'm not accessible, because one thing I did learn on this journey and throughout my relationship is that you're more valuable when people don't have that much access to you. You become a mystery, And you probably think, what does this have to do with you gaining 70 pounds? It has everything to do with it, because if I was more focused on myself and always improving and developing myself, I wouldn't have done that to myself. If I was more in tune with myself, if I actually loved myself, if I actually wanted to better myself and do certain things, I wouldn't have let that happen. But I was too focused on other things. I wasn't even focusing on becoming financially free. Of course, I had goals. I never even wrote down my goals. I had goals too. I knew I wanted to. I knew I wanted to not work at 9 to 5. I always said I didn't want to work for the white man my whole life. I don't want to have to try to vacate from my life every once in a while, but I want to build a life that I never had to vacate from. And if I do, it's just a part of my life, I want to be able to work 4 to 5 hours just to make 50K. You know what I mean? That simple. But you have to make sure you prioritizing your health and fitness. Because it's not always about money. Health is what's the purpose of having the money if you can't go enjoy it? You won't live to see another day. You won't be here to experience anything because your health sucks, your health lacks. You're behind. You taking more time away from your life, and we are all expected to completely live for at least 80 years. We like 80 something, even 90 something. If you're lucky, 100. But that's really up to you. If you're prioritizing your health, if you're prioritizing making sure you move your body each and every day, there's certain foods you are putting in your mouth. There's certain foods that you may like, oh, that's nasty, or it's too harsh, or like turmeric or ginger, or all that shit is good for you. Natural herbs and fruit, bro. Try these things. Some certain things I'm still currently trying, and I feel great inside and out. The older you get, the more hard. The older you get, the more hard on your body everything is. You might not digest as easy as you would before. You might not take hot foods as well. Like drinking certain lemonades, I be having fucking drinking certain lemonades, I be having fucking like heartburn or something like that. Certain hot foods, I can't eat as much hot foods as I normally would. Like I still do enjoy my hot wings and all that stuff, but it's not as I would before. Like I can blow them bitches back about 20 wings, you know what I mean? But I'm now locked in with myself to where I won't do that to my body. I'm not watching what I'm putting in my body, whether it's my mind, my mouth. I'm constantly watching I'm constantly watching certain type of content that I'm always trying to level up my physique, that I'm always trying to learn new things or different workouts or different parts, learning about different parts of my body, or the right way to do these workouts or exercises so I can benefit from them. You can work out all you want to, but if you're not doing the right form, if you're just throwing around weights, or if you're not even adding weights, it can hurt you. You cannot see no results or get no benefit from it at all. And for a while, that's what I was doing. For a while, but I had to learn that. And I would rather learn that rather than sit here and let myself go, rather than sit here and be a motherfucker that gained another 70 pounds or just gained it all back. All that time you took to gain that weight, it's gonna take that, if not longer, to get it off. But it's really up to you. It can happen faster than you know it, but you gotta be really dialed and locked in. Which I wish I was. My transformation could have happened better or faster, but I'm okay with it because I still have motion. I'm learning and figuring things out as I go, you know. And if you need someone to help you with your physique, or just eating right, or knowing the right supplements to grab, or even just some daily motivation, man, click the link in the description. Join Twox Academy right now. I have this thing called the 1% daily, where every morning or every day, I try to do every morning, but every day I am posting motivation that keeps you going. So you can look forward to that, to keep you pushing, keep you going, to keep you motivated, man. Because most times we all need that shit, bro. We all need some type of push, inspiration, motivation. Like, motivation ain't what's gonna really help you change your life, but it's gonna keep you going. It's gonna help you out a little bit along the way, okay? So, man, this is what I wish I did sooner, so I would never have gained that 70 pounds. I wish I would have stayed dialed and locked in. I wish I would have ate better food and knew what I was putting in my body, man. I wish I would have took that time, and instead of focusing on everything outside of my life, focusing on my life and what I have going on and the person who I was trying to become, you know. But that's it for the video, man. I hope you guys are enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.